I am Sanjeev Goyal, Conference Chair of IIT2020.org, PanIIT USA's mega virtual event. I invite you all to this unique opportunity, an opportunity to join us to co-invent and co-define paradigms for this new world. Welcome to the IIT 2020 Global Summit. We have such an exceptional audience, and I'm excited to engineer the future with you over these next 2 days and the world's largest virtual summit. Only through innovation and entrepreneurship, we can transform our future. I'm making a personal commitment to the entire audience. Let's work with each other. IITians will collaborate within USA and Indian government to build better policies, to foster innovation and entrepreneurship. We need complete revitalization of the innovation ecosystem. We need funds to accomplish this. We owe it to our Janmabhoomi, India, and Karmabhoomi, United States. Let's join hands and redefine the future. I would like to invite my co-chair, Viti Bindra, to share his views of the summit. Viti, floor is yours.
Thank you, Sanjeev. Thank you very much. Technology will impact most every field, and the demand for continuous upskilling and lifelong continuing education will rise to meet the demands of a well-prepared and well-educated workforce. Over the coming years, we can expect a greater debate in civic, academic, and political spaces about how digital life is changing our society. Hello, everyone. I'm Viti Bindra, Conference Co-Chair, IIT 2020 Global Virtual Summit. As an IIT alumnus, we are always challenging ourselves, especially in the new normal. We need to redefine the future. That is the reason our summit is all about the future. We, IITians, always think like the great Einstein. As his famous quote says, if I had an hour to solve a problem, I will spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. Hence, we always think about the future. Let's join hands and redefine the future. In the current pandemic times, healthcare is an area that will likely see many innovations. There are already multiple research prototypes underway looking at monitoring of one's physical and mental health. Dr. Vivek Murthy who's the leading COVID task force in Biden administration, is one of our keynote speakers today. A better future only through innovation, startup, and entrepreneurship, we can build a better world. Let's co-invent, co-define the paradigm for the new world. We need to collaborate and create a better future for all of us. Together, let's make a difference. Technology can evolve quickly, and we need to be faster in how we adapt. In the next few minutes from now, you'll be watching a successful global leader, but most importantly, a man of the people, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. Now, I would like Sanjeev Goyal to once again join me in welcoming PM Modi. Sanjeev.
Thank you, Viti. I want to share now the purpose of our global summit. We are here to foster the spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation so that we can change the world. We are fast reaching 10 billion plus global citizens. How will we scale to provide food, health, and education to future generations? What will be the new global paradigms for living in this new normal? For food, how will we address the fact that currently 1.9 billion people are either moderately or severely food insecure? This means spearheading innovation like lab-grown protein, biodegradable packaging, vertical farming. And our global economic system, we had $88 trillion world economy facing contraction of 5%. according to World Bank. Let's talk about health. Iron Triangle challenges we have, where we are talking about access, quality, and cost. How can we pursue existing healthcare model from Beveridge to Bismarck to address long-standing industry inefficiencies, disproportionate health tech investment, and funding the billions needed for R&D? And perhaps more critically, space exploration, what we define the future of humanity. On July 20th, 1969, when humanity touched the moon, Apollo 11 shattered, yes, shattered the ceiling of our dreams. We must do it again. We are explorers. So let's talk about second quantum revolution. From monitoring geological shifts and innovating medical surgery techniques to understand our origin, and most importantly, challenging ourselves to dream impossible, yes, impossible future. Let's break down barriers, bridge the digital divide, embrace smart technology. Let's impact 1 billion lives by harnessing entrepreneurship and innovating future of education and humanity. The future is now. For now, the man of century, yes, Mr. Modi, the Iron Man, he needs no introduction. He's a visionary leader, decisive as a CEO, while still enthusiastic like a child, a global leader with charisma to impress the whole world. He is dreaming on the behalf of 1.3 billion, yes, 1.3 billion Indian citizens and 10 billion population by 2050. The sixth Indian Prime Minister to address US Congress after having been rejected for a US visa merely 2 years ago. He's a perfect example of dream it, work hard, and achieve it. The dreamer, the visionary leader. So without further ado, let me present Action Man of India, PM Narendra Modi.
Sri Sundaram Srinivasan ji, President, PAN IIT USA. Distinguished alumni, friends, I am delighted to join you all today. I have had the opportunity to address convocation at IITs in Chennai, Mumbai, Guwahati, and most recently at Delhi. I am always impressed after interacting with students from IITs. I also come back refreshed and reassured about the future of India and our planet. Friends, you are sons and daughters of India who are serving humanity. Your spirit for innovation is helping the world dream big. It is also among your greatest strengths. Perhaps it comes second only to your technical and management skills. Somebody will calculate the cumulative contribution of IIT alumni to economic value across the planet. I'm sure it would compare with the GDP of a nation that has reasonable size. Friends, there was a time when a gathering like this would have included alumni from just 5 or 6 IITs. That number is growing now and is close to 2 dozens. The numbers of students and alumni have also grown. At the same time, we have ensured that the brand of IITs has only become stronger. We in India are strongly committed to promote science and technology education in India. You would have noticed that in recent times, a culture of hackathons is developing in India. I have also had the opportunity to be a part of some of these hackathons. In these hackathons, I see young minds giving outstanding solutions to national and global problems. We have been working with many countries in Southeast Asia and Europe in this area. Our aim is to ensure that our youngsters get an international platform to showcase their skills and learn from best practices globally. Starting 2nd October on Gandhi Jayanti, India hosted the Vaibhav Summit, lasting for nearly a month. This summit brought together top quality talent in the fields of science and innovation. The number of participants was about 23,000. There were 230 panel discussions, almost 730 hours of discussions. This summit was productive and it sets the tone for future collaborations in science and innovation. Friends, India is witnessing a sea change in the way it works. Things we thought could never happen are being delivered at a great speed. Let me give a small example from a field of you know well. Earlier, when IITs produce aerospace engineers, there was not a strong domestic industrial ecosystem to employ them. Today, with our historic reforms in the space sector, the last frontier before humanity has opened up to Indian talent. That is why new space tech startups are coming up every day in India. I'm sure some of you will boldly go where none have gone before. Cutting edge and innovative work is happening across many sectors in India. Ours is a government fully committed to the principle of reform, perform, transform. There is no sector left out from our reforms. Agriculture, atomic energy, defense, education, healthcare, infrastructure, finance, banking, taxation, the list goes on. We have brought path-breaking reforms in the labor sector, assimilating 44 union labor laws into just 4 codes. Our corporate tax rate is one of the lowest in the world. A few weeks ago, the Indian cabinet cleared a path-breaking production-linked incentive scheme in 10 key sectors. This decision was taken to enhance export as well as manufacturing. The sectors include battery, electronics, pharma, automobiles, telecom, solar energy, and others. Each of these sectors is related to technology. These are opportunities waiting to be utilized. In these testing times of COVID-19, India has got record investment. Much of this investment has come in the tech sector. Clearly, the world sees India as a trustworthy and promising partner. Friends, the collective force of the Pan-IIT movement can add momentum to our dream of becoming an Atmanirbhar or self-reliant India. At some critical turning points in the history of independent India, Indian diaspora across the world put their faith in a resurgent India. They became ambassadors of a new India, and their voice was critical in ensuring that the world understood India's viewpoint in the right spirit. Friends, 2 years later, in 2022, India marks 75 years since independence. I urge the Pan-IIT movement to set an even higher benchmark on giving back to India. Your efforts for alma mater are well known and inspiring. I know that many of you mentor your juniors in choosing the right career paths, whether in academia or industry. Today, many of them want to start up their own ventures. They are bright and confident youngsters trying to make a mark through their hard work and innovation. Now, I invite you to mentor them in these efforts too. I urge you to share more of your ideas and inputs on how we can mark 75 years of freedom. You could share your views, MyGov, or you can share it directly with me on the Narendra Modi app. Friends, our actions today will shape our planet's tomorrow. The post-COVID-19 order will be about relearning, rethinking, re-innovating, and reinventing in almost every field. This, along with a series of economic reforms, is what will re-energize our planet. It will ensure ease of living and positivity impact the poor as well as marginalized. We also saw how several innovations that came out during the pandemic emerged from collaboration between the industry and academia. The world today needs viable solution to adjust to the new normal. And who would be better than you to drive this dialogue? Today, a large number of IIT alumni are in global leadership positions. Your strong networks are spread across industry, academia, arts, governments. You are there in practically every sphere of human activity and excellence. I myself interact with one or more of your tribe every week, if not every day. I urge you to debate, discuss, and contribute to solutions in the emerging new world tech order. The responsibility is heavy, but I know that your shoulders are capable. With that, I extend to you my best wishes for this year's conference, correctly themed as the future is now. It certainly is. Good luck and thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. I am absolutely sure that with these blessings that you have showered upon us today, along with the time that you took out to be part of our tribe, as you so nicely put it, not only will we have a great mega summit adding value to all the attendees, but hopefully, we'll carry the torch of India under the Pan IIT USA banner. There's one thing that I tell all my friends when we talk, that you have done quite simply an outstanding job in improving the image of India abroad. And my personal promise and the promise of the Pan IIT USA is that we will work extremely hard to try and do our little bit to help you in that vision. So once again, with really tremendous great gratitude, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, thank you.